Everybody, this is Patrice from Paliatsky Music Lessons. I'm here today to teach you about finding notes on your fretboard. So if you are not familiar with the piano, it's very important for you to start to know it because every instrument in music is based on the piano. So if you look at the piano, you see there's 2 black keys, 3 black keys, 2 black keys, 3 black keys. It's always the same, doesn't matter how long your piano is. You're always going to have the same 12 keys that repeat. So you got 7 white keys and 5 black keys, and then it repeats. So right around here, you see it's going to repeat. It's the same notes. So C, D, E, F, G, A, B. So always remember, before the 2 black keys is a C. And when it comes to guitar, what's really important to know is that they put all the white and black keys over the fretboard. So if you know the name of the string, then all you have to do is go 1 fret at a time. So imagine you're on the piano. So for example, if you're on the E string is like here. So this is your E here. So what comes after E on the piano? Right after E is F. So F will be the first fret. And right after F, F sharp or G flat. F sharp and G flat is the same note. So it just depends on the context why you'd call it F sharp or G flat. After F sharp is a G. After G, G sharp. So just like on the piano right here. So after G, you got G sharp. After G sharp, you got A. After A, you got A sharp. After A sharp, you got B. Then after B, it's C. So you have to remember that there's no black keys between E and F and B and C. So if we're going up on the string, on the E string, so E is the open string, F is the first fret. After F comes F sharp. After F sharp, G. After G, G sharp. A sharp, B. No black keys, so right here is C. So B and C are right next to each other, just like on the piano. C sharp, D, D sharp, and bada bing, we get to E. E is where the 2 markers are. So if you look here, you got 2 markers. This is your octave. So this is an E, open, and this is an E as well. So it's the same note, but an octave higher. Just like on the piano, if you looked, an octave is literally the same note, but higher. So you have C here, and you have C there. So this is an octave. It's the same thing as on the guitar. So wherever you are on the guitar, or whichever string you're on, every time you have the double marker, see the 2 dots, it is your octave, so 12 frets higher. If you're on the A string, what comes after A is A sharp. After A sharp is B. After B is C. After C is C sharp. After C sharp, D. D sharp, E, F. Once you get used to knowing exactly where the sharps are on the flats, first of all, you can start using your markers. Your markers are there to help you find notes quickly. They're not all natural notes, meaning they're not just C, G, it's not that easy. But the markers are there to help you find notes quickly. So after a while, you'll start to know first marker is G on the E string, the second marker is A, third marker is B. Now remember, every guitar is different. Not every guitar has the same type of markers or markers at the same place. So you'll need to get used to it on each guitar that you own, or depending on what you have. And then finally, if you get used to it, then you start to know where there's a black key in between. So between E and F and B and C, there's no black keys. Very important to remember. So if you do know that, then you know that E to F is one next to the other. You know there's a black key between F and G, so you can skip a fret. You get right to G. If you know there's a black key between G and A, skip G sharp right there. And then, so a few tricks you could do to find those notes is you could say, okay, I'll find all the natural notes on the E string going up and down. It's important to do down as well because it's a very different perspective. You might find it easy going up, but once you start to go down, it might be hard. So you go E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, and then E, D, C, D, A, G, F, E. You could do that on every string. And then another exercise you could do is, try to find every F on every string. So for example, F, 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 and F. Now if you go after the double marker, which is your octave, the markers you have after that are exactly the same. So my first marker after the double marker is the same as my first marker here, and the second marker is the same as my second marker there. So I hope this helps you find the notes on your guitar. And if you have any questions, you can check out paliatsky.com and contact us through there. Thank you for watching.